Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to my I Ching morning meditation reading. If this is the first video that you've watched, please do go back and watch the intro so that you can find out a little bit more about I Ching and what my intentions are for these short little morning messages. I am going to go ahead and get started, but I'm going to hit the gong. Just give us a moment of quiet reflection, take a deep breath, and plus I think it's cool. I really do dig that sound. It always gives me the chills for some reason. Oh, my cards are getting dinged already. Okay, let's get going for this morning's message. Whoop. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and pull two cards. And I will be using the book. I probably will always be using the book. And so we're going to look at the first card, we're going to look at the second card, and then I'm going to go back and see how the two work together. So, the first card is 37. Let us go there. Ooh, the clan, the family, does kind of look like inkblot people standing around there. So, the message is, the original form of any community was the clan. Its rules, which have grown and stood the test of time over millennia, are of special importance now. In a functioning family, each member has a fixed position and plays a respective role. The relationship between family members are based on affection, hopefully, and a deep sense of responsibility. The needs of the individual are of the same importance as those of the whole community. Regard to any organization, be it a family, a company, an association, a circle of friends, or a political party, as a clan, and take your corresponding space within it. Social relationships work best when the respective roles in a family or community have been clearly defined, and all have a foundation of respect for each other. Ask yourself in all honesty whether openness, trust, and mutual support exist in the situation you inquire about. Be cooperative, but don't allow yourself to be forced into a role that does not fit you. It will only create confusion. This is deep. So, in a nutshell, this is saying in every organization that you belong to, whether it's family, your friend of circles, your job, the gym, wherever you have a group of people that you belong to, each person has their role. That's so fascinating because I've often thought about my role as like the middle child in my siblings. So, in your relationships with your groups, does openness, this is a question for you today, does openness, trust, and mutual support exist in these groups? Do you feel that you're being forced into a role that does not fit you? That's a good question. Thought for the day. Let us go to 29. Ooh. Alrighty. The abysmal water, the danger. It says you have got into a serious situation and you will need all of your abilities and talents to get out of it unharmed. However, If you handle them correctly, these challenges will also bring your best aspects to the fore, as long as you correctly judge the situation. Never shy away from any confrontation when the situation is difficult or threatening. Never even consider compromises when you know that something is right. To retreat from the danger zone, you need to understand your problems inside out. What part did you play? Are forces present that are outside your control? What facts do you need to face? In your personal development, this may be a time of extraordinary value. Carefully observe what is happening in you and in your surroundings, and adapt to the dominant circumstances just as the water does. So being flexible is very important. This attitude helps you to be victorious in times of danger. So these readings are kind of, this is a bad time. So, but it does say that you are in a serious situation. And it says don't shy away from dealing with it. You can't and you shouldn't hide from problems, from things that, you can't hide. You have to deal with them. And then they want you to ask yourself, what part did you play? Is this something that's outside of you that's affecting you? Is it something outside of you that's affecting you and you're not accepting it or seeing it? How do you relate it to you? Observe what's happening and see your part in it. And if you do have a part in it, make that right. But the main thing is be adaptable. Adapt to the circumstances just as water does. So isn't that interesting? Let's go back to 37 so that we can compare the lines. So we have the family, and we have accepting your place in the group and asking yourself, is the trust and honesty, openness, trust, and mutual support, does it go both ways? And here it says there's an issue, and you are encouraged to advise to actually look at your part in the issue. Is it something that you perhaps caused? You need to realize that and deal with it. If it's circumstances outside of your control, you need to figure out the best way to adapt and be flexible in order to deal with the circumstances. I like that. So be flexible and adapt. But this one is really, I think, the thought for the day. You're playing your role, but does everyone respect you in that role? I always kind of felt like the black sheep, and I did not necessarily, or kind of the ignored one, and I think middle children often feel that. Are you being respected? Trusted? Is there mutual support? Is it balanced? In your family? In your job? In your group of friends? Something to think about and look at today. Alrighty. Now, I do need to look at the lines, so it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 4, number 5, and 6. Okay, number 1, 1, 4, 5, and 6. Set clear limits from the start. Once unjustified demands and bad habits have established themselves, it will be difficult to turn back. So in relationships, don't set bad precedent. Oh, okay, it's okay that you're supposed to bring the car back at 6 o'clock last night, but you didn't bring it back till this morning. No, hell no. Do not set precedent. Set clear boundaries from the start. Line 4. Yep, 2 and 3 are the same. Line 4. A balance between taking and giving is essential in all relationships between equals. Contribute to the fact that all receive their share, not all in the same way, but each in his or her way. So they're saying it needs to be balanced. Not necessarily right down the middle, not necessarily same. Different people have different needs, but there needs to be balance. Line 5. The leaders of any community should understand the people who trust them. If this is not the case, the person concerned forfeits their claim for leadership. This could be a family member that's being abusive or unreasonable. It could be a really shitty boss. What it's saying is you give the leader the power. And if the leader does not respect that power, and if you can't trust them with that power, then they forfeit that claim. You take your power back. And then the 6th line. You are more important for your community than you think. With responsibility and readiness for action, you achieve a positive effect, which brings happiness and success for all. So I love that. So 37, the clan, the family, find balance, respect, and then any situation that you see yourself in, any serious, dangerous, threatening, any difficult situation that you find yourself in, what part did you play? Face up to it. Do the best that you can. That will be wonderful for your personal development. If the issues are outside of your control, be as flexible as you can to deal with it. Be like water. Wonderful. So there is your message for the day. Something to think about, or I'd be super interested in hearing if some of this rang true, like with the family or with whatever issue may be going on. If you did like this, please do like the video and let me know, and I'll continue doing these. I love them. Also, if you like my content, please do subscribe to my channel, and comments are always welcome. And thanks so much for joining me for this morning meditation. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye.